Hey people, hope you're all well. It's another glorious afternoon here in the studio for the CHAII and CHARCHA podcast. We're now on episode 6, and our guest for episode 6 is somebody that says they have come back from the dead, literally. This person has had 2 heart attacks and almost didn't make it, but now they have made it. And when I say made it, they've truly made it. This person has now become a global phenomenon with a brand new product launched into the market that is unique and that is definitely making a lot of noise. This is the owner and founder of the first halal pet food brand, Hurayra Foods. I'm going to be talking to my guest, Aihtsham. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well.
A better intro than the boxing heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, I don't know too much about boxing. When you talk to me about sports, it goes over my head. But if you talk to me about business or politics, then I'm your woman. But thank you for that. I appreciate that as a compliment. I will take that as one. But welcome to CHAII and CHARCHA, powered by Jamala.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Good to be here.
Great. So I'm going to get straight in. I'm going to start by asking you, from what I've read, you started your career at the age of 23.
Yes, career in business, yeah, but we working since the age of 15, non-stop.
Really?
Yeah. First job was cleaning toilets, and I was fooled into that job. I was told it's moving furniture. I turned up, and my friend goes, "We're going to move some furniture. We're getting paid £2.10 an hour." I was like, wow, so really damn this. And next week, I got handed a bucket and a mop. So what's this? They go, right, you're cleaning this wing of this office and toilets. And I couldn't say no. And it was one of the most eye-opening jobs and grounded me for the future, that particular job. And then God, lo and behold, after 3 weeks of smelling of bleach, I started saying to God, "See Allah, and this is hard for me, man. Can you please get me a better job?"
But that's amazing. That just shows how grounded you are, because if you ask me, as a 15-year-old, somebody said to me, "You're going to get paid £2.10 an hour and you're going to clean toilets," I probably would have walked away. I wouldn't even tried.
2 people did. We had 4 of us. Yeah. 2 left, just me and my mate and the 2 English ladies. And I didn't know what to do because I never cleaned toilets before. But I didn't want to go back because my mom would have said, "What you come home for?"
Yeah.
And I remember when I said, "This is getting hard." And I started praying at night, like, "Lord, please, my hands smell of bleach and stuff like this." And I got a job in the same office as a clerk 1 month later.
Amazing.
So, God's always been really grateful to me. It's always guiding me through stuff. So
it's the first time I've heard a 15-year-old get a promotion within a month.
One day, I was cleaning toilets.
Very well as a 15-year-old.
So as I turned 16, so then days you can work before 16. So yeah. I was 15 2 months before, and then when I got when I turned 16, I went to I don't know, it was per temps. Them days,
yeah,
it's red sign.
I remember.
So I just went there, so I'm looking for a job. Per temps agency, and they got me a job in the same office.
Oh wow.
So then I remember saying, "I ain't going to work today." They go, "What are you doing?" So I'm starting earlier. Little what, I turned up and I was in the office where I was cleaning toilets and cleaning the office bins just a month and a half before.
That is incredible.
£2.65 an hour. That went up for 40p.
Wow. So you got a pay increase and you got promoted within a space of a month. That's an incredible journey already. So how does your mindset then, so looking back, you're a 15-year-old, your mindset at that time, from what you've said, was just take any job and just graft. I don't want to disappoint the family, because I remember you mentioning your mom. To fast forward now, you're sat here on the sofa with me today. When I put it to you like that, what goes through your mind? What were your dreams as a 15-year-old compared to where you are now?
Believe it or not, I was very fortunate to have an elder in my life. My grandfather came to the country, as many elders did, with £5 in his pocket and became very successful. And I don't use the word dream. Dream is for when you sleep. That means nothing gets done. I have a vision and a goal, and I've always had that since I was a young kid. Opposite my bed, I used to have goals and targets written from 1 to 10, from the age of 15 up until even now. So when I wake up, I see what I had to achieve. So for example, there's one that I still got in my office, which I just put to one side, where it said, take mum and dad to Hajj, pray 5 times, buy a 7-seater for the family, make sure my son and daughter are educated. This is like 2000.
I believe there was a Ferrari on the list as well.
Actually, the Ferrari one was the next one. So that
Big list.
yeah. So I used to get every year, and I used to smash it. I used to smash it. And like now with Hurayra, I've got one, and it's like people laugh at it when I see it. I tell you now, I'm going to do it. It's that's what I'm working towards, is these goals. And you should have these vision and goals in life. Dreams, I don't like that word, because you do that when you sleep. And sometimes what comes in your dream is virtually impossible. Flying in the air, climbing up Eiffel Tower and having breakfast at the top. So
that's possible.
Yeah, flying, Superman.
For a man that's not flying, definitely climbing the Eiffel Tower and having breakfast.
So I've just been very driven since a young age. I always try to achieve what I want to achieve. I try my best to do it in a good way. And at the same time, if I can assist anybody on the way, I always do that, because you never know who you may help or assist. You will get someone will help you and assist you. And so vision, goals, as you said, dreams, something I do on a daily, hourly. When I'm driving, I got tick out. My as I call it, the connection to God. So that's it. Okay. So I do zikr all the time.
Yeah.
Because I say we have a connection which is 5 times a day. So prior to my heart attack, I wasn't that into my salah. It was on and off. But once I got that reset button and the engine management light came on, I thought, right, I'm lucky to be here. I was half an hour from dying. I need to change certain things. I'm not going to become super religious, because then I'm trying to be something I'm not. However, I'm going to do things that are vital to, I believe, the communication between me and the Lord. So that's my telephone line at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then the last prayer is my phone call. As long as that connection is okay, I've got my goal and vision, then that's all you could do.
True. So speaking of that journey of always, so you, like they said, okay, you had a goal as a 15-year-old. You had these visual boards.
Yeah.
And today you are where you are with a global brand now, a global halal pet food brand.
Yeah, it is. I sometimes talk to myself, even now. I was talking to myself when I was speaking to someone in South Africa who wants my brand. And I actually set it out initially as an international brand. Hurayra wasn't just to be UK. I didn't design it, even the packaging. Everything was like, I want it to be in every country, in every shelf, available to the Muslims and also those who care about pets. So that's what I started with, like drawing board. I still have the video and picture of me sat in the dinner table writing this, what I'm telling you now, 3 years ago. I still got that picture. And I look at it and think to myself, wow, what, you always do this and you always do it. And but I put myself through a lot of pressure and mental anxiety. And however, when you want to have something which others don't have, you've got to put yourself through what others don't. Otherwise, we're all the same. So I believe that when you do that, no matter if it's yourself, cameraman, anyone, we are all gifted in a special way, and we don't know this. A lot of people don't know that we all have some special Superman, Superwoman powers inside, right? And it's all about extracting that. I always call it extracting that and pushing yourselves. We limit ourselves because of our network and the society that we're in. Everyone's special in their own way, and anything is possible. Why? It doesn't mean Elon Musk or, or so and so. They can only have this, and no, we can have it as well. we can achieve it if you really want to do it. So it's that mindset I feel is important.
Yeah. Speaking of mindset, I read an interview that you did in our newspaper, Asian Standard, that you like to see yourself as a visualizer. And you said that you visualize things and they happen. How does that work?
What? Oh, that's very easy. It's very easy. So I've got a video on my Instagram actually. I went to Morrison's supermarket 2 years ago. I walked into the cat pet food aisle. And I walked in and I just walked and I said, that shelf there is going to have Hurayra. Now bear in mind, Hurayra wasn't even in the country at that time. So Hurayra is going to be right there. All of you going to watch one day is going to happen. Now, I said this, made a video for on my Insta, on the Hurayra webpage and all that. Obviously, lo and behold, fast forward, alhamdulillah, we're in Morrison's, okay? So when I walk down the aisle and we had to put the two videos together, they made a nice clip, the marketing team. Everybody says the same thing as yourself. Why is that when you say something? The truth is, if you don't say it, how are you going to do it? If you don't think it, how are you going to achieve it? If you just jump and you just sat in the corner and say nothing, then nothing's going to happen.
So do you believe in that? People say you've got to manifest things.
I'm going to be very careful about manifest because the word manifest can interact with Islam as well.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is done by the will of God.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't say manifest like I'm the one who's really making it happen. No. My phone call 5 times a day, direct, yeah? That's one line there. Then God also says, you got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to do something.
Yeah.
So when you visualize it, then you got to work towards it. That's when the effort comes in. That's when you got to start doing the drawing board. That's when you start making the networking, LinkedIn, contact this person, ungle that person, do this, do that. Try your best to generate some leads.
The
bigger your fishing net, the more chance you got catching some fish.
True.
Okay?
Yeah.
So with work or business or anything in life,
Put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there. Don't be shy of asking. What do you do? I've got people working for me where it's just by chance. I met them by TikTok, regionalizing in Kuala Lumpur. One thing happened in Dubai. It's just, why sit there quietly? You know, so that's how you've got to do a lot of other things. It's like components.
Cool.
But you've got to say it and you've got to believe it and then you've got to do it.
That's amazing. So I'm going to say I'm going to be a billionaire and I'm going to believe it.
Right.
I'm joking. I
won't say the word billionaire because if anybody wants wealth, the way to really say is, I want a better lifestyle.
Right.
What happens is you can have wealth but be depressed. You can have wealth and be not happy. You can have wealth and have problems. You can have wealth and have family problems. You can have wealth and your kids are not with you. You can have wealth and your partner hates you. You can have wealth and you're divorced. Don't say the word wealth. The word is lifestyle. What money does, it gives you a lifestyle. It's relevant to everybody. Obviously, the person who might be earning £1,000 a month, very happy, but it's relevant to that person. They're happy with that lifestyle. When you say, I want to have a nice car, I want to have a nice house, that elevates the wealth status. So then it's the lifestyle, isn't it? So your house is now a 5-bedroom detached house with nice chandeliers. That's a lifestyle. Now you're having poached eggs, the bread and butter like we used to have.
We've all had them.
I want avocado. Avocado. We just used to bread and butter. So these things happen when the lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
Right. So we should aspire, and that's everybody, for a better lifestyle.
Right.
Then you will see. We work backwards. Then certain things will have to take relevance to achieve that.
That's amazing. That is very good advice, actually. Didn't see it like that. So it's always about how you're actually asking, because, like you said, money, wealth.
So this is what you said. If you ask 10 people out now, if we go outside and say, what do you want if you had a wish? They're going to say million, billion.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 are going to say million, billion. That's why the lottery winners who get 10 million in the bank account are bankrupt 6 months later.
Yeah.
Is the reason they're looking at it the wrong way. So it's how you see things than how you do things, and how you achieve things.
Interesting. So that takes me to my next question about, you have come back from the dead, from death's door, basically.
Yeah.
You've come back from death's door. You had a was it a double, like a heart attack?
Yeah, so one whilst I was driving, and once when I collapsed in the hospital.
Oh, gosh.
Got in there. Should laugh about it now.
What was I say?
You know, Allah's put me here. You know, I always say this. For me to survive what I survived, and you know, some people couldn't accept I had a heart attack, and they said, "Oh, you had chest pains, you had angina," right? You know, because they couldn't. It was hard for them to accept.
Yeah.
This guy's still standing, right? We're not going to say heart attack. If he's come back from a heart attack, he's Superman. So we say chest pains, density, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So when I was eating aloo gosht at home,
You remember your meal as well?
I will tell you everything. You got 2 minutes. How long do we have?
Got lots of time for you,
Okay.
don't you worry.
This will be the best podcast, yeah? So I was eating having aloo gosht like that. And I was eating it. I felt this kind of, I know I had heartburn, so I don't know what heartburn is. So I started feeling this kind of heat coming. It was raining outside. I thought, why am I feeling so hot? What's going on here? So I said to my daughter, I said, you put one more China here, is it garam masala in this, you know? She said, no, Dad. I said, okay. So I kept eating my roti and I sat down and I felt like something was on my back. So I got up and I said to my daughter, go upstairs, get me Vicks and get me Gaviscon. Yeah, Gaviscon. So she went upstairs, she bought me Vicks, but couldn't find the Gaviscon and bought me these tablets. Now, this is where I really believe God had my back there. So I had the tablet, and my dad used to have, you know, God bless him, you know, he passed away now, you know, and took him to Hajj and he passed away right from the car, but I'll tell you about after that. My dad used to have a toothache, he used to put Vicks in his mouth. He used to have feet, you know, Vicks. I remember my dad used to put Vicks everywhere. So I got the Vicks and I started putting it on my chest, on my back, on my arms, everything, on my ears. I thought, you know, whatever. Next thing you know, after 5 minutes, I felt like the pain or whatever it was just calmed down. So what I did is I laid down and I put my head on the sofa. Just lay down like this. And then 10 minutes later, it came back even stronger. This kind of like, everything's happening on my shoulders and my back. And it wasn't in my front of my chest, it was at the back. I got up and I walked straight outside without no shoes or socks. It was raining and the floor was like a volcano. It was hot and what's going on here? Heat coming. I come back inside. Family go, what are you doing? I said, listen, I'm going to hospital. They go, we'll take you. I said, no, let's go. Grab the van keys and drove. As I was driving, I remember clearly, so I was driving towards Harrogate Hospital and it was country lanes, no lights. And as I was driving, it was getting blurry. And as I was getting blurry, I was like kind of hard to see, you know, what's going on here? Pain starting. I had the windows down, aircon on, and what the hell's going on? I just got to the car park of Harrogate Hospital, I remember, pulled in the barriers, parked my van in the middle of nowhere, ran in, and I remember taking out my license from my wallet, going in, and it was a Filipino Indonesian guy. I just gave him my license and don't ask me what my name is, where I live. Here you go. I thought something happening I said something to my heart or something inside. He goes, right, Mr. Rashid, come straight in. Put me, you know, he looked at my name, put me straight in, and he asked me, I go, I don't smoke, I don't drink, just quickly do something. I said, something's happening. And I kind of collapsed there, you know, I was like on the ground. So picked me up, and he straight away injected something in my stomach. I remember this. 2 injections in my stomach. And I became stabilized. And as it stabilized, I sat down and I said to him, I said, listen, I think I'm all right now. I need to go work tomorrow. I said, I need to go work. So can I go? And the nurses were laughing. You're not going nowhere. I said, listen, man, I got work tomorrow. I've got, you know, site. I'm building that thing on the corner, do some apartments in Manchester. I said, I ain't got to shoot one. One doctor came in. He goes, what's your history like? I said, history of what? I said, history of geography at school. I know my history. He goes, He started laughing and he goes, Mr. Rashid is very serious. Do you drink? I said, never. Do you smoke? He said, never. I said, look, man, I go gym, I look after myself. He goes, right. See you in about 10 minutes. I said, listen, I need to go. He goes, you're not going nowhere. So what they did is put me in another room and locked the door from outside. So I thought, what's going on here? They locked the door. I can't even get out. It was like a double lock from outside. Nurse came in, took my blood pressure, more injections. Next thing you know, they give me these tablets. I was just taking tablets, the injections and whatever, lay down. And by this time, I was not drowsy, but I felt like I was high. I don't know what it was, but I was just laughing and joking with everybody. Then this doctor came in. It was a Bengali doctor. Yeah, he was a Bengali doctor. He goes, he goes, basically goes, you're not going home. I said, okay. He goes, you know your troponins, so this is how you know about heart attack. You know your troponin level. I said, what's a troponin? Oh, so blood was drawn by then as well. And normally blood tests, you do it, you get next Wednesday.
Yeah. Even
in hospital, you waiting there all day. My blood came back in like half an hour, 40 minutes. So he goes to me, your troponins are, do you know what your troponins are? I said, no. He goes, it's the enzymes around your heart, and it has to be a certain level.
Cool.
Yours is 300 or something. And it should be like under 10. Something like this. I said, and? You've had 2 heart attacks. We need to stabilize. You might have a third one. Shut your mouth and lay down. That's when I kind of panicked a little bit. Taken straight to the heart ward. That was the funniest thing. That was like, zombie land. I went up there. And I think I was the youngest person in this heart ward, cardiologist ward. There was 4 rooms. Everybody was over 70 or 60. I'm sat there in the bed now with tubes in my arm. Looking left and right, it's like 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock, past 12 o'clock, and the nurse is putting gumball on me, a blanket on me, and you must not, you need to, you're very serious. I was like this stuff. So the rooms are in serious order. So number 1, 2, 3, 4th one is like the worst one. Number 1 is when you're okay, heart problem. 4th one is a operation, bypass, that kind of level. So I'm in that room now, yeah? So I didn't know this at the time. So I'm looking around, everybody sat there and really old, and they all got really big heart problems in our hospital. Now, 1 o'clock happens at night, midnight here. They draw the blue curtains. So they draw the blue curtains around everyone. I said, don't draw mine, I'm not dead yet. Let's leave mine open, just close everybody else's. And the old patients there. Mm. I have to give credit, Mars, this is getting said to anybody who's listening, you're a nurse and doctor, you guys are doing an amazing job. The nurses and the hassle they were getting from the old folk who had dementia, heart problems, and everything, they should be paid double what they're getting. And then, when they do the rounds, the doctors, so doctors and the cardiologists came to come to me. I said, one was a Pakistani doctor, I believe, very high up. Kya hua mujhe? So at that time, they didn't tell me properly. They said your heart attack, but I thought they're just blending it. He goes, you were 30 minutes from dying. Your troponin levels were going so high in the state of what was going on. If you had come later, we may not be able to save you. Because the heart was at that position of another attack, or another, whatever it was. He goes, you ain't going no work, you ain't going nowhere for 6 months. I said, what? He goes, yeah. He goes, you're very lucky. So just relax. Let the nurses do their job. Take it easy. You might have to have an operation. Make an operation, oh my God. Man, I'm only 45 at that time. 44, 45. Yeah, 44, 45 or 43. I don't know. So I was in shock. Then obviously 5 days later, in an ambulance there. And then I had a stent put in. So they put it from here. It's so funny. Like laying down like this, and I had about 5 people around me here, and there was a big room, the glass, 2 big doctors there. And the person had like a joypad who was doing the stuff from here. They put a tube in from here into this vein here. And I could feel it. I could see it on the screen. So I'm there, and it's like X-ray type of screen. I can see a wire going in like this. I'm like, is that going? Yeah, relax. Now my blood pressure is going up. My heartbeat's going up, yeah. And like, whoa, they go, calm down, Mr. Rashid, calm down, Mr. Rashid. That's, listen, what the hell you guys are going? Then it goes up to here, it goes up to here. And I remember when it went in my heart and I saw the hook go down. Because you have to remember, that's a part of our body or certain parts of my body that's never been touched in its life since we are born. Yeah. We scratch this, we scratch that, we scratch this, we do everything. Yeah. But imagine your heart since you're a baby to now. Hasn't had any instrument touch it or anything. Yeah. So when the wire went in, I felt like the pain and the feeling, but I was really drugged up as well. I never felt before. And I remember, so this hand was like this, strapped to this kind of device, yeah. And this one was with the woman, there's another woman there monitoring everything. I grabbed her so tight. She goes, you need to relax, because I could see the graph was going higher and higher. Don't get scared. Breathe in and breathe out. And then I remember 20 minutes after, I felt totally different, like really different. Then pulled it out, and then, I could tell it was done. They go, right, Mr. Rashid, it was about 1.5 hours. Right, Mr. Rashid, it's a successful operation, put a stent in. It's a stent. And they go, yeah, take a look. So this is the part that really opened my eyes. So imagine you see a figure of a person on the screen and it's blue color, and then the veins are all dark blue. So light blue is the body, but the veins and the heart that's pumping is dark blue, yeah. So I saw my heart going like that, and I saw about 20 branches that coming off my heart that's going around my body and my chest. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's normal. He goes, what's this? 3, 2, 1. Suddenly from 20, I saw like a burst of like hundreds of veins everywhere. He goes, now the blood's circulating. He goes, you had a blockage in one of the arteries. So what they did is that 3, 2, 1 was when the stent got put in and opened my vein. And then the blood was circulating, like I could still visualize all over my chest. That feeling I felt like someone.
How many years ago was it?
This is 2.5, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Just before Hurayra set up.
And you're talking, and this is so serious, so serious, and you're talking about it as if it's not even that long ago.
It's not that long ago, and I tell you why I talk in the manner I do.
Yeah.
So that happened, and the doctor goes, you're going to feel young. That's what I mean. He goes, your blood circulating now, so take it easy.
Yeah.
Take these tablets because your blood pressure. You've been running on, imagine, a diesel engine, thinking you're okay, right? We've now changed the pipes and changed everything, put a turbo in there, right? So your blood's going to go faster through the veins that weren't going through before. Yeah. So a lot of things are going to happen that are different. You're 100% right. So like now, walking upstairs, going to the gym, pushing myself, which I do. You said I don't sleep. It's easy work. I do take tablets, obviously. I'm very cautious what I eat now.
Because most normal people, normal people, after they've had a heart attack, and you've had 2, and a stent put in, they slow down. You've speeded up.
So what I did is, see Rocky 4?
Yep.
You know when he's at I'm a Drago, yeah?
Yep.
So that's how I see this situation, yes. So Apollo Creed, right?
What an analogy.
So this is Rocky 4. This is Rocky 4. They come back in it.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was a reset of my life.
Okay.
That's when I knew, I have to say this, I was in my bed and everybody I thought that would turn up and sit next to me and said, Sharm, are you okay? Wasn't there. And this is not just my friends, this is also family. And everybody I didn't expect, didn't ever think would come next to my bedside, turned up. It upset me so much that 2 days. So much. I was very fortunate that my 3 mammals came. My three young, but my uncles came like that. And I've always been with them since I was a kid. I think if they didn't come up, I would have another heart attack and die. But they turned up, right? And that, for me, was like, I was so happy to see them, you know.
Oh.
Those others who didn't turn up, and there's no excuse for that in my eyes. I remember a friend, I don't want to say his name, he knows who he is. He just rang me, and I was in the bed, because when I, sat out, what is it? Be not to where? So he goes, I just put the phone down, didn't even tell him I was in hospital. He apparently rang every hospital in Yorkshire, because my voice wasn't clear to him.
Oh.
He found where I was, and I remember looking, I was in my bed, and he turned up with a big bottle of olive oil. He knows who he is. You know who you are. Big bottle of olive oil. He was crying, he was in tears, and he come to me, and just that visit from him lifted me up. And I always say to him, even though sometimes busy and, you know, I don't see him that much, there will be a time I'll be on my deathbed. I will never forget those people. That was my lowest point. Who turned up just to say, are you okay? Not to give me anything, no money. I don't want anything like this. I would never forget it.
Because of that experience now, do you see people differently?
100%. 100%.
What's changed?
Changes, your energy and time needs to be invested in more important things. And you need to think twice before you give your energy and time to anyone out there. Time is something we're not going to get back. I can say hand on heart, and to all my ex-friends and family members and everybody out there, I know what I've done for them in my life. It's emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically. I'm the type of guy, if I'm your mate, and you ring me 2 a.m, and say to me, my wife, my sister, my daughter, my dad, my mum, they're stuck in Essex in the corner of England. I can't get there, but can you help? In my pajamas, I would go, and everybody knows I would do that. I would go because once you're my mate, you're my mate. The word friend means something. Cousin, this, that. These words, they have to mean something. So when I would tell my children, don't eat too much today. Some friends are coming to my house. We need to make sure there's some travel salad left, so my friends can have some food when they come. But yet, when I nearly died, the same people didn't turn up.
It's upsetting, isn't it?
I would say it's a reset. It's not saying it's a chapter of a book.
Oh, okay.
It's a chapter of a book. This is Rocky Balboa. This is where you use the energy. You know Rocky Balboa, right? In Rocky 4, when he's training, he's got a picture of Ivan Drago on the glass. So when he's training, he looks at it, he gets more motivated. I have 2 pictures, 2 visions in my head. And every time I think of it, I try and make another £1 million. It's a group of people that you would eat in my house. I've got a picture of them on my dining table. And there's another set of group of people in my house as well. My lowest point, I got betrayed by all of them. I got left for nothing. I look at that inside to drive me. It's a chapter. Whatever's happened has happened in the past. Doesn't mean you sit there and start crying. No. No. Allah is saying to you, that person wasn't good for you, so I've removed that person.
Well,
This person who you thought wasn't good, he's now with you. I was questioning myself. Maybe it's my star sign. I don't know. We don't do that. But you know, it was that moment where I thought, because I was questioning myself, why did he come? Why did she come? I was there for him. I was there for her. I was, you know, your mind questions, isn't it? You go through a tough time. So when I kept questioning, I couldn't get the answers till I slept a few days, had some dreams, had scholars come and see me, spoke to me on the phone, big scholars in the UK, because I've built many masjids, so I know all the big boys. They would ring me and they would say things without me saying to them what my problem was, and I thought, that's the answer. Aithsham, yeah, can you reset? You were going too fast that way. Don't worry. Something's better going to come in your life. And Allah has removed certain things from your life because of this. He goes, you either were going to be dead or we're going to be alive. There was no halfway.
Would you say then your direction was wrong and now you're on the right you're going in the
Not
right
wrong,
direction?
not wrong. You cannot say that.
Okay.
The reason you cannot say that is everything in your life that you go through, personal, relationship, family, siblings, mother, dad, everything A to Z.
Yeah.
These are your foundations and your history.
Mm-hmm.
And you must learn from that. It's not wrong. My friends, I had a wonderful time when I was young with them. The best times. What was wrong is my expectations were wrong. My expectations were wrong. You know, because I would go to the end of the world for them, but that doesn't mean they're going to go to the end of the world for me. So I had to correct myself, and that was a lesson they taught me. Because of them, I thank them that they show the true colors. You know, I thank them for showing up in a way that I never expected. They've created this. Everything that I do, everything I say, everything I speak, everything I feel is for those people that were in my life. So it's not wrong. That's what makes you.
So let's look at after you got out of hospital, after you got well, after you realized about the two different types of people in your life, the people that you were expecting something from, but the people you didn't expect anything from came forward for you. And then establishing and finding this new pet food brand. To me, that journey is like going from one complete different space to something completely unexpected.
So obviously
there's a lot of unexpected moments in your life, isn't there?
Unexpected, I would say, challenges. The way I see it was, so I come out of hospital, I then decided to
because like you said, it's only 3 years ago, and look at your brand.
Alhamdulillah. So it's 3 years ago, but obviously I have been successful in property development. You know, I'm named the street after my children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've built masjids all over the UK. I did them abroad. First British Muslim to enter Liberia to do charity work. You know, I can say stuff that many people that have worked in big organizations haven't done. There's people going now to Africa. I mean, I went to places where they've never seen a Muslim Pakistani before. The heart attack to pet food was very simple. I then stepped back. I thought, I'm going to keep myself to myself. And I looked at my children. You know, alhamdulillah, my daughter's an optometrist, and she's just more or less newly qualified. My son's doing medicine. He's in his 4th year. And I got my third daughter, Ayana, there's Fatima. And I looked at them and I thought, they can't do what I do, in a sense, but I can't do what they do. I can't be a doctor and an optometrist. So I thought, I want to leave a legacy. I want to do something different, because the heartache and the stress in construction is very hard. Managing men, grown men, who have issue with their wives and girlfriends and God knows how many different kids to different women. And they come to work drunk or high on Monday or Tuesday and then asking you for money and subs and all that drama, the suppliers on your back and customers not understanding you, and that you've got this cohesion of all these situations going on in construction. My kids can't do that. So my brain started ticking, as I said, after the heart attack. What can I do? But no pet food was in my brain. I was thinking of something else, you know. And then I was given a cat by a close friend of mine. It was her name's Ivy, the cat, small kitten, and she was a rescue cat from a shed where all the siblings were killed by a dog. And I got close to the cat because my family, they went somewhere for 2 weeks. So I was left with cats alone at home. So I was like the dad, you know what I mean? That 2 week cleaning them up and everything. So the cats got really close to me. The cat really helped me, I was like coming home, I couldn't wait to see the cat.
Cleaning.
You know, I never changed no nappy of no kids, but I was cleaning shit. I was to mind my language, you know. The letter tray. So there was a lot of stuff going on. And I got close to the kitten for that time. It was 2, Coco and Ivy. And I thought to myself, I've been for a roller coaster ride, just in health, obviously. I've been a roller coaster ride, family and old friends. And I've been for a roller coaster ride with business, construction. And some of it was my fault. Some of it was I couldn't control it. But what do I do now? I need to do something different. Brain's ticking, like I would always do. Always do that. I remember in the charity days, every time I used to come up with an idea, they always just start swearing and jumping and throwing fits. Every time we used to say something, I used to say something, and now they're all doing what I told them. I came home with cat food. And as I come home, my wife is an animal, so she's doing an animal course, final year at that time. Was 3 years, well, she was in her third year. And my daughters were doing animal classes as well. I come home and they go, Dad, you just bought haram. You're not supposed to be buying cat food. I was saying, having a laugh. I look, it's for Ivy and Coco. I'm not eating it. No, you just bought haram. You just bought haram. I was getting vexed. You ask anybody you want? I said, no. Picked up the phone, I rang straight away, Mufti Abdul Rahman Mingara. He knows about this. I rang him. I said, Mufti Saab, the mate of mine, how you doing? I'm all right. I said, what's this? Halal cat food? We're supposed to start feeding halal stuff to the cats. He goes, forget the cat. What did you buy? What is that about? Felix or Whiskers? Aye. Oh, is it halal meat in there? I said, no. Because you might have got my pork then, innit? I said, all right, okay. Straight away, I know it sounds dark, not a light shine there. I felt this like this, it was like, Sham, you need to do this quick. I said, Musa, I'll call you back. He goes, Sham, we've been trying to get this off the ground for 10 years, halal pet food. If you do it, good luck, we're with you. I said, okay, Musa, put the phone down. Straight away, got my laptop out, halal pet food. Hey, fine. Can't find any company in the world. I know, halal. Someone tells this. Okay. So then I start, that day, I've got a picture video. I sat down and I started to write. Straight away, everything that came to my mind. And then the name Hurayra came about. We're speaking to the family. I saw him, notice out. I said, Mr. Guess what I'm going to call it? So he thought I'm not going to. He goes, what do you think? I said, so what do you think? He goes, what do you think? I said, I think Hurayra. He goes, yeah, I think Hurayra as well. Abu Hurayra, father of kittens in Arabic. He goes, perfect name, Aithsham, go for it. He goes, don't give up, we're behind you. Always said that. So I said, thank you. And that's how that day was the creation of the idea. That's all. It was just the idea.
So many people have ideas though, but executing ideas is a completely different ballgame. How did that happen?
So it was
the execution.
The execution was very simple. The more I looked, I couldn't find anything. The more I looked, I couldn't see anybody doing it. The more I looked, I couldn't see anyone doing it better than what I would do it for.
But did you not have any doubt that here's a man from construction, but also a man that's just had 2 heart attacks, is going into an industry that they have no idea about?
Yeah, I did feel at one point, even today, every day, I do feel a bit scared. Like,
that's what stops them.
Aithsham, what you're doing? My brain says that to me. Aithsham, what are you doing, man? You should be at home chilling. What are you doing? But then I'll say another analogy, and you can all of you, if you're watching this, and I hope you watch this. Where are diamonds? You tell me. Where's diamonds?
They stay in the ground.
Okay. Where is gold?
Again, see?
Where is oil?
Second.
Okay. That's 3 valuable things.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you have to do to get these 3 things? Give me some things that a human has to do.
Huge amounts of graft extracting from
hands dirty.
Crazy
places.
Yeah.
Obstacles left, right and centre.
It's not easy.
And you might not even find the gold diamonds, right?
Then.
So when I got stuck, and I did get stuck many times, that's why there should be a documentary. If Netflix are out there, they contact me. Asian Standard people are here.
Yep.
Make a really good documentary about cats and pets in Islam. And I would be leading it. So the struggle that you have getting these valuable things is because they're valuable. And if it was easy, we'll all have gold and diamonds hanging off trees. So every time I was going through a problem, from creating the brand and the name and the vision up until today, every hurdle I see is me going down that mountain pit or in the cave, trying to get to that thing that's not available anywhere.
Cool.
So for me, failure is success, not the other way around. Failure is what it makes the big boys. You got to fall and fall, Rocky Balboa style. You got Muhammad Ali. You got to go on that floor. I had to go on that floor and get knocked out by past people, by past friends, by past relations, by past everything. They had to beat me up. They had to finish me, which they did. They were successful in their job.
So is it a case of, to be successful, you've got to go through the journey of eliminating all the fear?
Not eliminating.
But just...
You have to tackle each and every hurdle and obstacle daily, hourly, monthly, weekly to move forward.
Right.
I got refused by 82 companies for pet food when I rang them. I will never forget this. I drove 2 hours to one company. So the reason I'm looking at them, I'm visualizing at the same time of the actual journey. I drove 2 hours to a company and I went to see this managing director to make my product. So I had an idea, vision, flavors and formula. He goes, come and see me at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. I went there, parked up, and I sat in a room like this, and there was their own pet food brands all the way around, and they create pet food for you as well. At 3 o'clock, I was waiting, picked up the phone, 3:30, I said, I'm here to see so-and-so. They go, yeah, he's busy, he'll come and see you. 4 o'clock, picked up the phone, I said, where is he? And I've been waiting. 4:35, 5:36. I sat there for 4 hours in that room, deflated, looking and smelling of dog and cat food. Come 6:30, I got out of that room, walked down the corridor, went outside, the car park's empty. Okay, where's everybody? I saw a cleaner near the shutter. Looked like a cleaner. I said, all right, mate. I said, so, where is he? Oh, he left 2 hours ago. I said, what? Oh, yeah, he goes about 4 o'clock. I was left. This happened not once, many times, in rooms like that. I was deflated, but I didn't think I'll go home and start crying. I'll go home and get upset about it. No. I thought there's something valuable I'm coming towards. There's something more valuable than gold, oil, and diamonds. I need to keep going. This is going to be big, Sham. You need to keep on going.
So I'm that resilient, man.
And I kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going. You have no idea, because it would take all day. But if I tell you the hurdles and obstacles and how Allah has brought me out of them, and one door closed, another door open, and you have no idea. It was very tough. And that's the Rocky Balboa. I always say Rocky because it's easier way to styles that.
Yeah.
Them punches.
And how many supermarkets? How many of your products are in supermarkets now?
So obviously we have two flavors. We have chicken and tuna.
Okay.
So initially, I was offered to have my brand in all the supermarkets, even the Asian supermarkets. So big Asian. So we have one Asian supplier that supplies all the shops and stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do that. So I have a vision. Although, really stop saying this word. I have like a goal to create value for my brand.
Yeah.
So not everybody can have platinum. Not everybody can hold oil. So I don't want Hurayra to be like that in everybody's hands.
Yeah.
Yes, so we do B2C online first. I would deliver Hurayra to your house. Don't need to worry. Don't think about forgetting about feeding the cat or dog. My product will be at your door every 2 weeks or every 1 month. That's number one. Because we're so busy in our life, we sometimes forget to feed the pets. Happens. We have pets, you don't know, we eat roti and then they're hungry. You think, oh, no, bag's finished and you're going to go to the supermarket. So I created that kind of line for that.
Cool.
Then I thought, what will happen on Friday if my cat finishes the bag, but my delivery is on Tuesday? If I'm feeding it halal as a Muslim, am I now going to go buy haram? No, you need a stopgap. Right, okay. I need a supermarket. That's how Morrison's came. The vision from Morrison just happened to be walking to Morrison, and Morrison's contacted me via LinkedIn. I went to see them, and we did a deal. Went on my own, and I rehearsed a meeting about 100 times the night before. Even when I was driving, I'll be sat in a row with 2-3 guys, and what I'm going to say. And I remember they said to me, "Stop." After 20 minutes of talking, "We love your brand. We want your product in our shops." Simple. And I thought, you know what? They agreed to everything I said I wanted, money-wise, just generally everything was. Because everyone says supermarkets are hard to deal with. Mm. But they gave me that, I call it first shot. So for loyalty purposes, I've stuck with them for now. I'm learning how it works, the ropes. Obviously, we're now also launched in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and all the Middle East, India. And we are currently negotiating terms because that brand is international. I have to make sure the right person in the country that's going to take my product is fit to take Hurayra. It's easy. There's a lot of people with a lot of money out there. If I said one container costs, for argument's sake, 100 grand. There's people with money sat there, they don't know what to do. So they say, "Oh, we'll take it." But if you haven't got the knowledge and experience to progress that brand, you're damaging me and my vision that I started 3 years ago. So I'm very selective now of who I'm doing business with. And I God's training me up. So I go to 4 guys in South Africa.
Yeah.
And they're all good, but they've got flaws. But what's happening is I see God's training me to deal with this country. As I'm dealing with this country, the 5th guy is the right one. Because the 4 have taught me a lesson again of how to enter the country and deal with it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going through now is we're doing terms with many USA.
Yeah. You've basically got the pick of the pie, really, haven't you?
Correct. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, there'll be competition in the future. Of course, there will. But I'm the world's first and only HMC certified pet food. We have the scholars fly out to our factories abroad. And they go, "This is amazing. We know beef is better than English, our stuff back in the UK."
Yeah. Would you attribute that the timing is right for it as well? Because if you go back to like when we were growing up, and because you've given me a few ages there, I can sense that we're almost the same age. So when I was growing up in the 80s, 90s, South Asians didn't have a lot of pets. We weren't pet owners. Certainly not dog owners, the majority of us. If we had pets, they were cats. Fast forward now, a lot of us now do have dogs, cats, no pets. And therefore, the demand, I would say, currently would probably be higher compared to if you'd have launched this in the 80s.
I would say so. And I would agree with you there. Look, everything does happen for a reason. Your life, my life, everybody's life. Things happen for a reason. However, it's what you do in that particular time frame. I could have done anything else. I've invested a lot of money and time in this. However, the COVID situation helped because many people are at home, so they got more cats and pets. The pet industry is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. Billions and billions of dollars worth of industry. I'm not here to take over. I just want a slice of the cake, as they say. Whether I'm in 20 countries, whether I'm just in 10 shops, I'm still eating 2 chapatis a day. 2.5, because I know my family will watch this. Right? So that's not going to change.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, Allah's given me a lot in lifestyle in terms of just how I live my life. I'm very, very grateful to the Almighty, and I thank Him daily for opening my eyes, for teaching me a lesson, to making me realize about stuff. And you know what? I'm not just saying this. I'm surrounded by some absolutely wonderful and beautiful people, of human beings. And I didn't realize that because I was stuck with a certain type of environment before. I didn't realize about life and stuff. Now, I meet people who are genuinely so good, really good human beings. And it was because God wanted me to sit on another table. He had to sort me out before sitting me on a table with XYZ.
Yeah.
Because I was that type of guy. I would just sit on one table. When I'm loyal, I will sit with you.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit with you. I'm your mate now for life. I will just come to see you. You did anything, you give me a call. Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look past you, left or right.
Yeah.
Because time is valuable. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah.
So what happens is when you have that kind of mindset, you build a good relationship, good friendship, cousins, whatever. But what happens is you might miss so much that's moving down this way because you just sat there. So what happened in my life with the heart attack and stress, depression, everything you can imagine, everything you can imagine a human being can go through, I went through, apart from death. So imagine being alive, up to dying. Anything and everything that's in that sandwich is what I experienced. And then I had to ask myself, why is this happening? And that's when I realized, by speaking to myself and God, there's a reason for it.
Yeah. I think from your experiences, that's probably the reason why you have a lot of gratitude for life. And that's the impression that I get from when you're sharing your experiences with us. And is it because of this gratitude that you're also being very generous? You recently supported a lot of pet sanctuaries. For example, here locally in Bradford, Ollerton, you donated quite a lot to them. And as a result of that, some of the comments on social media from our own readers, and most of the readers are not from the Asian community, they're from the wider community, who have really praised your efforts. Talk us through why you do that. And also, the importance of giving back.
We are South Asians, and also if you're not South Asian. If you're not South Asian, you've got children in need. Watch this. Please correct me if I'm wrong. When we were kids, we see children in need. Yellow teddy bear, millions getting raised. So it would be mostly the non-Muslims doing that. And they were doing, out on the face of it, amazing work. Well done. Then you got the Muslims, South Asians. We would, paise pejo Pakistan. Flana needs it.
Yeah.
Right, so we would either give money back home.
Yeah.
Or we would just donate to a charity, not knowing too much. But the main common denominator in both of these scenarios is humans. We're assisting humans. Now, myself, I do still give whatever I can. I try my best to do it where I don't disclose too much, even though I have probably done more charity work and more awareness campaigns and touch many children and people's lives that I can guarantee you not many people out there have done. I can challenge anyone who's in a charity game, come and speak to me. Trust me, I've done stuff that is unheard of back then. Now, I like to help the voiceless. And who are the voiceless? Pets and animals. In Islam, pets and animals are very important. How you treat them, how you look after them, provide for them, care for them. They can't tell you if they're hungry, or they can't. They can't go like that, really, And after what I've been through with human interactions and in humans in general, I rather assist animals more. There's no favoritism or anything like that. I still do my sadaqah jariyah, I still do my zakat. But I love to help animals. You have no idea when you feed a dog or a cat, bird or rabbit or whatever it is, you give them food and they flourish, or you take care of these animals. you don't know what the war that's going to come out of them. And I find it very, what's the word, satisfying going into these cat sanctuaries and walking in. I see they're always old ladies as well. I'm going to commend them, and they do an amazing job. They've got cats and dogs everywhere, and they're struggling with food, and they're feeding them and cleaning them, and really beautiful animals just there. And I'm like, this is amazing, and I'll go drop off wherever I can. And I said to them that if you feed my food, because never heard of it as well, halal cat food or dog food, you will see that there'll be a difference in your animal, your pets. And now I'm getting feedback from the cat sanctuary saying all of our pets that had digestive problems and had issues are now thriving because of Hurayra. Well, that's it, man. That for me, that's a buzz. I don't need to. The only reason we do advertise or I tell people is not to show off and say, look at me. God's blessed me. I have achieved a lot and I've done a lot. And I've got a long way to go. I do, but about the pets, because I believe not many people do it. We all give to people and back home. When the last time you gave clean water to a dog? The last time you actually went and actually gave just some cat food to cats, most beautiful animals, pets you can imagine. There's a reason cats in Islam is a valuable pet.
Yeah.
Even a dog, we have misconception about dogs. That's another topic. So these animals are amazing, And anyone out there who's thinking of getting a cat, get it. Your children will be less on iPads. Your children will be less messing about. The cat will change the whole house environment. So, that's one of the reasons I.
That's so beautiful what you said. And that leads me to asking the question about, you proud of the product and the brand that you've built? Or are you more proud now of what you're able to do in terms of lifting the pet community and wider communities along with what you're building?
So the first question, am I proud of the brand? That is still an ongoing project. I've got a long way to go.
Mm.
We're learning so much every day about customer buying habits and pet industry. It's a new thing, Are you so proud of the brand? Yes. Proud of the formula. Amazing. Long way to go. Mm. So, it's not like I'm proud I made it. No. I haven't made nothing yet. Mm. Businesses take time to develop.
Of course.
Okay. So you have to develop and develop and develop. What do you call make it? Or a proud moment it would be. A proud moment for me would be that Hurayra is in 20 plus countries, and Hurayra has 100,000 subscribers. That would be a proud moment to me as a long-term goal. Short-term, alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful that I've got something that I'm doing which I know I can smash it,
Amazing. What a legacy. I think the way your journey has just continued, I just go back to that moment that, thank goodness your heart didn't stop. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that Filipino.
Thank goodness you got there.
That Filipino brother just looked at me like Jackie Chan. He looked at me like, I thought he was going to give me a nunchucker. He got me and just gave me an injection straight in the side of my stomach. Honestly, it was literally injection went straight in. And they go, sit down, Mr. Rashid.
Because if it did, we know that everything that you produce now would have never happened. But what other story could we have missed? What else is there that Mr. Aihtsham Rashid is planning?
I hope. So what I'm going to do is, it's not planning. I'm developing.
Working on
and working with a couple of very large institutions, alhamdulillah, in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And the scholars or the sheikhs and these institutions, they really love the brand, really love Hurayra, and so very keen to work. So can't say it yet. Let me put it this way. When the public, or when you find out what I've done, and I've literally done something very big, I'll be back on the sofa and you're going to be shocked at what I've done. So you just have to wait and see. It's not long. I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But we're really going to push the brand in a way that you've never seen before. And I don't think any pet brand has ever done it. Never mind even human takeaways or restaurants are going to do what I've developing. So I can't say too much.
I'm intrigued.
But I'm telling you, I will tell you off camera. No, actually, I don't know. I'll tell you. There's probably one way it's never, ever be done.
This one needs to be followed up for sure.
Yeah, you could continue it. So yeah, I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking of how to. I need to grow my Hurayra family. We call it. There's 70 odd cities in the UK.
Yeah.
And we want every city to have a Hurayra family. People who are feeding their cats Hurayra.
Yeah.
Also then feeding the dogs Hurayra. Birds, fish, the whole range. And that's something I'll be very proud of when that happens fully. We're doing it in stages for it, And I'm just so pleased that everybody who tries the food, man, they're loving it. And all the cats are really enjoying it.
Good.
So it's a good feeling.
So it's become not just a halal brand, but an ethical brand.
That's the golden word.
Yeah.
Is that ethical, as you said? We have now English customers joining us. We have Hindu customers. We've got Indian customers. We have actually now people who are Hurayra customers who are not even Muslims, which is amazing because of my ingredients, because of the good protein levels, because it's not made of junk, because it's just good food.
Well, Aihtsham, it has been an absolute pleasure hearing about your journey, hearing about your challenges, your successes, but about your phenomenal brand, Hurayra. May it continue to succeed, and may you continue to achieve everything that you've set to achieve with this. We're just so grateful for you joining us for CHAII and CHARCHA. Thank you so much for being our guest.
No, thank you so much for having me, inshallah. Let's hope it all can continue for all of us.
Absolutely.